Today we're driving all the way from Pedernales. Oh my god. Pedernales. We've reached the Pacific coast of Ecuador. Today we're driving all the way from the north, Pedernales, to Montañita, where we've figured some accommodation for our first few nights stay, and then we'll look for something a little bit more long term for a few weeks. So this is what it looks like. It reminds me of Mexico at the Saladita area when we arrived. It's very dry, there's a few cacti, it looks really brown. The road's mostly okay. Yeah, and little towns along the way, very small, very simple houses, and not too densely populated. So this is what the road is like so far. But so far, I have to tell you, the most surprising thing about this part of Ecuador, we're at sea level. We're really close to the equator, but it's only like 24 degrees today and it's so dry, it actually feels a little bit cool. I am so surprised. I really thought it was going to be really hot and muggy and at least hot. But no, it's actually a little bit cool. It's very, very cloudy, and I think the clouds are just blocking out the warmth from the sun. I guess that's a seasonal thing. I don't know. We'll see. It's all cacao, people. The road has deteriorated significantly, and there's banana plantations all over. So yeah, Ecuador. And then randomly on the road we get to these road bumps, speed bumps. Just sometimes it's super random. I don't understand. I think maybe they do it when there's a village off to the side. And more cacao plantations here too. So it's a mix now. Mostly banana, but some cacao. We've got a lot of driving to do today. A 6-hour drive. And we've just, I don't know, El Pueblito. We're on our way down to Montañita, and we've come across this situation. Someone's dumped a whole bunch of gravel in the middle of a bridge. People are trying to get round. If someone had a shovel, we'd be able to clear it, but instead of getting a shovel, crikey, they're just kind of going around the edge there. This has been done deliberately as some kind of protest or something. Seems dodgy AF, but I guess we're going to have to drive. If that car can get through, we can get through.
So we come across a bridge, somebody dumped a bunch of dirt.
On purpose. This is not an accident.
On purpose, yeah.
Why? Why would they do this?
So here we go.
Okay, oh my god. And we made it.
We made it.
Thank God we've got a 4-wheel drive. Whew. That was weird. Oh well, we're on our way. Hopefully that doesn't portend anything really seriously dangerous or something. Like, why would someone do that? That is bizarre. Mind you, they do weird things in protest here in Latin America, banging pots and whatnot, and blocking roads. They really like blocking roads. That happens all the time in Panama. They block the Pan American Highway for some kind of protest. Oh, this looks like some kind of... God, what else are we going to find along here? This is the correct road, right?
Yeah, according to Google Maps, yeah.
Okay. Another one. So it turns out the big lumps of gravel on the road were put there deliberately to detour people because they're working on a bridge. So rather than putting a sign up saying hombres trabajando and pointing to the detour, they just dumped a bunch of gravel on the bridge with no explanation. Okay, anyway, we found one of the men who were working on the bridge and he told us where the detour was, so here we are. We found another bridge, we just crossed over it, and now we're trying to get back to the main road. I guess this is an adventure, Caesar?
See?
Yeah, we are having an adventure. keep seeing all these chickens crossing the roads, and I want to jump out and ask them why. Why are you crossing the road, chicken? Maybe we'll get an answer to the forever question. Why did the chicken cross the road? What do you reckon? What do you reckon my chances are of getting an answer? I think pretty low, eh? Okay, enough of my silliness. I mean, I've got to entertain myself. It's a long drive. Small town in Ecuador with speed bumps. I mean, how fast can you go on this road? You really don't need speed bumps. The rain is doing its job to try to slow people down by ruining your road, people.
Turn left, then turn right.
Oh, we saw rice paddies as well, because I've been wondering, everyone's eating rice with all their meals every day, but where's all the rice growing? Saw some rice paddies today, so they do grow it here. I don't know if it's going to come out on the film, but on video, but see these trees, these big trees, they're so beautiful. They've got no leaves on, I think because here it must be the dry season. Okay, I'm going to have to find out what these weird trees are. Look, there's more of them up here. They're awesome cool.
That's kind of bulging.
Yeah, we've seen that in Panama too, the bulging part of the trunk. That was the first tree I hugged when we got out of lockdown and we got to Coronado, remember? There was that one,
Yeah.
but that was different. It had a bulging trunk, but it had a different growth pattern in it. It had leaves, and it didn't lose its leaves. That's cool. On the outskirts of Manta, heading south toward Montañita. We're now heading out of Montañita, out of Manta, south to Montañita. And just out of Manta, we've come across this area with really heavy fog. And it feels almost bordering on cold. It's the weirdest thing. We're so close to the equator, practically at sea level, and it feels cold. It's bizarre. This fog is so thick. And the road's not ideal. Quite a few big potholes, so it makes driving in this thick fog rather difficult. And here's a tip, if you're planning on stopping in lunch, if you're planning on stopping for lunch in Manta, pick your restaurant, use the Googles and TripAdvisor reviews or however you do it, pick your restaurant and go to their address. Don't think that you're going to find something on the side of the road as you pass through Manta, because you won't, and you will end up very hungry and in a fog, very hungry with no restaurant in sight.
Like we are now.
Yeah, don't do what we did, people. I hope everyone else around here's got their lights on.
Continue on A15 for 49 kilometers.
God, 49 kilometres of this. Wow. It looks like we're coming out of the fog now, and wow, isn't this beautiful and lush? So it's gone from essentially a desert with those really weird trees to this. Just a really short space of distance and time.
Shut.
And all these places are shut. Okay, on the left, here we go. Here's something. Oh, we're going to get food. I'm so hungry. Excellent. Yep. So just after that little microclimate that was all green and lush, you come back into desert, and now we continue south along the coast and we can see the ocean, and it's onshore. There's swell, but it's onshore and it's all a beach break. The point breaks of Pavones and Punta Saleas and Saladita have ruined me now. I'm like, if it's a beach break, I'm not interested. We're heading to some point breaks, some really good surf. We'll get there. Looks like the ocean is degrading the road. Probably high tide plus storm. And the waves are coming up and cutting out the bottom of the cliff. Except you're kind of having to brake for the potholes and randomly swerve. Kind of like driving in Panama, actually. It reminds me very much of Panama. No surf in that bay. I don't know, is it just today? Oh goodness. See what I mean? Is it just today that's really overcast like this and a lot cooler, or is this really common? I think it might be very common at this time of the year. So you want to see a lot of sunshine maybe? I don't know, we'll find out over the next few weeks if it's an all-day, everyday thing like this. We're getting really close to Montañita now, and again it's gone from dry brown desert to lush rainy rainforest and fog, a lot of fog here again. These weird microclimates along the coast of Ecuador we've found today so far. So that's really interesting, and it's only 21 degrees. It feels actually kind of cold. We're going out to get out of the house. We've been here a week now in Ecuador. We've got 6 more weeks. I did consider getting on a plane and going to Brazil and getting some warm sun and surf, because we've been here in Ecuador a week and we have found no surf and we haven't seen the sun. And look at me, close to the equator, excuse me, and I'm wearing a woolen jumper, a cardigan and a jacket and jeans and socks. I was expecting and hoping to be living in shorts and t-shirts, but it's cold, it's damp, it's just grey, it's onshore, there's no surf, and this is the surfing mecca of Ecuador, Montañita. I don't know, we're going to take this opportunity to just get a lot of work done because we can't surf, can't hang out in the sun, so. But I have to say, I've only been here a week and it's a bit dire because it's just grey and damp and cold and just kind of depressing, to be honest.